And Russia, I guess, has now released a video of your arrest showing an acquaintance who worked for the FSB putting a flash drive into your hand in a Moscow bathroom. Moments later, you are arrested. Who was that man? I think his name's Ilya Yatsenko. Who was he, and did he set you up?
Well, those are issues that I'm not really prepared to speak about right now. I am going to write a book, and that's a situation that I'll explain in the book.
Do you think, though, that you were targeted, that you were being set up?
Well, I was certainly targeted. I hadn't done anything. I hadn't committed espionage. I was accused of being a brigadier general with the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency, the DIA. I certainly, was never a general, and I never worked for the DIA, and I was never a secret agent. So the case they came up with was, materially false. I was obviously set up.
At the time, you were a global head of security for an auto parts firm.
Right.
You have a background in the Marines. You have a background as a police officer. And you had begun corresponding with Russians. You traveled to Russia on a fairly frequent basis. Did it ever enter your mind that there was reason to suspect that you were a spy?
Well, since an early age, I've been traveling the world. I'd taken my parents to Russia to see Moscow. It was safe for tourists. The problem, though, is, you can never tell what a rogue regime is going to do. And that's what the Russians are. And they came after me. They said I was a spy, and then obviously they held me as a hostage. And that's an important part to bring up, is that I was a hostage. And from day one, the Russians told me that they were holding me to do a trade with the United States.
Because they know that the American government will fight to get American citizens back.
Right. Yeah. Who wants to leave a tourist in prison for no reason?
Were you working in any way for any government? I know you have citizenship in Canada, the US, Ireland, the UK.
Well, those are issues that I'll discuss in the book. It's nothing that I want to get into now.
But you do think you were targeted by the FSB, which is part of Russian intelligence.
The FSB does run Russia. Yeah, we have to be clear about that. So when the FSB picked me up, they weren't just, a couple beat cops that saw an American and thought they'd grab somebody. This sort of thing comes down from Putin.